Thank you for watching. This will be a very short video once again of a little interesting device I found at the flea market. So I'm showing, of course, an incandescent light bulb because what I found is very related. I found this device here. Maybe it's not very clear with the light. I move the light to one side there. It says here, I think it says Cameron alternating current control, and it's Cameron surgical. Cameron, let me see if the light is Cameron Surgical Specialty Corporation, Chicago, and it says, I think it says 220 volt. It says 230 volts, so it's correct for the voltage, line voltage here. Okay, watch this. During the editing of the video, I saw the word volts there. Initially, during the teardown, I thought that the numbers printed all around there in the rotary switch, as you will further see in the video, were percentage or some value, but now I realized during the editing that they correspond to volts. So the purpose of this unit, as I now understand, is to be able to use low voltage lamps as those maybe existing in rural areas. I remember when I was a kid seeing light bulbs that were exactly the same in shape and size as the ones used in the mains voltage, but they were for low voltage installations, like 12 volts, 6 volts, or maybe up to 24 volts, and they were used in rural areas where there were no electricity, and you had batteries, and at that time solar panels were not common. I believe they were prohibited, really expensive, but they used to use wind chargers. They were called like the windmills for electricity, really small ones, but really efficient ones. So you could charge the battery and have some light during the night. And I remember seeing those light bulbs. So what I now understand is that this unit seems to be a way to use those types of lamps in places where you have the mains output voltage from the mains line, like 230 volts or maybe in the US 120 volts. So that's a comment I wanted to add that I realized during the editing. I will try to put it now in a mount, but this you rotate this part here relative to this one, and it seems to be it changes the intensity from off. I have a problem with the light there. From off all the way to something like 20, 12 to 25. I don't know if it's 25% or that 25 means it's full scale. So this goes in line with the light bulb. So this is you put the light bulb here, and this goes to a fixture, and you rotate the light bulb, and you dim the light bulb. I think this is the use for this device. So I will plug it in and let's test it. I haven't tested it yet. It's the first time another thing, it also came with this and a cable here which is broken, that it says you shouldn't use it without the unit. You put it here, so maybe you could be used to dim, for example, a or use it to dim something remotely. I don't know, but I think this is the real use for it. Okay, now it's plugged in. I set up the camera and I had to modify the socket a little bit because it didn't go all the way in, and now it's in the off position. And let's try if everything is plugged in, and I can't see anything. No, it's like it's not working. So I don't know, it's not working. I don't know if it's something that the light bulb doesn't fit correctly into the, although it seems it fits correctly. So I could measure, this is the inside of it. I can measure inside, or I don't know, maybe it has a fuse inside, who knows. This is like 100 years old. I don't know how old is this, but so what I will do now, it's not working, no problem. I unplug this there, and I will disassemble it to see what's inside. Okay, I remove the screw from the center here, and this comes out like this very easily. And as you can see, it has a key here, the same thing here. So when you rotate this part, it will rotate there. It will rotate this this center this center switch all the way. And the outside connector has this ring here, which makes permanent contact with these 3 pins here. So that's interesting. Looks as it is very well constructed. This is some sort of bakelite, which is very strong but very brittle. If it's dropped or something, it can crack. I can see that there is a way to disassemble this here too. So maybe, I don't know if this comes out this way. Let me see. Let's see. Everything is a bit loose, so maybe somebody has been here before myself. So I don't know. Maybe you need to take that off if you want to remove it from here. Let me see. I will try to remove this. If it's that, everything is sort of loose. So I don't know. There. So I don't know if it is. It's soldered there in place, so this won't come out, but maybe this. No, it's assembled in parts, so I don't know what's going on here. Maybe I have to take off these very tiny screws. Most probably I will have to take off those tiny screws. So maybe I'll do that off camera and I'll come back. They're very tiny, so I don't have the screwdriver. Okay, here it is disassembled. I won't call it a fail, the teardown process, but it was sort of, because the screws, the little screws used here, were really stuck and really like impossible to get out, and they were made of bronze, so only one came out, and they were very stuck. Not even like WD-40 or another product I tried didn't even loosen them a bit. But what's inside, I think it's what I expected. A very small transformer full of tabs here, and a rotary switch to select the different positions. I think I won't even try to reassemble this or make it work, because this is really an awful construction. It's all paper around, and I think this will be really, dangerous, to say the least. And this was useless to remove, because it's part of the underside here, and something went didn't go well here. The wire that connects these 3 pins that make contact with this ring of the outer side of the socket, the light socket here, had a wire which went soldered to some place, and maybe here it is. I don't know if you can see it here. I think the wire goes there, so I don't know which way that's possible to be. Maybe yes, it's not very clear how that could go in. So I don't know. I just wanted to show you what's inside one of these really weird, because the form factor is not really good either. It's only good if you have one light bulb hanging from the ceiling and you put this there like that, the cylinder hanging there between the light bulb socket, and you put the light bulb below. But if you want to use this, for example, inside a chandelier or in the night light in beside the bedroom, that wouldn't fit. So I think this had a really niche market, like it won't always be suitable. I cannot think of a place in my house today where I would use this type of device, with this form factor to put in between the lamp and the fixture itself. I don't know. So maybe that's why we don't see something like this. Of course, we don't see something like this today because we have the semiconductor solution. I think the history behind the dimmers we use today, that based on semiconductors, goes back to, I think, I don't know his name, but the founder of Lutron was one, if not the inventor of the dimmer, he was one of the inventors of the solid state dimmer, which of course was the basis of the company he built around the company Lutron. So I don't know, interesting device, but I think I won't spend any more energy to put it back together or something. I will put the pieces in a box, and I don't know, but it was interesting. I think it's interesting, the brand here, Cameron Alternating Current Control, Cameron Surgical. That would be interesting to know something else about the company specialty. Are they around still or what? No? It's also strange for it to be 220 volts when it's something made in the USA, which is 120 volts. So of course this is made for export. So I don't know, it's really interesting. So that's it has a date code. I haven't seen this. Have to take a look. I don't know if you can see it here. I think it has a date code. It says something, I don't know, I don't understand there. It says something 1144. So maybe this is a 1944, or this was serviced or something in 1944. It has numbers here. A patent number. Maybe with the patent number we can see the real date of at least of the patent. This says, I think this is 2/11/1944. Interesting. Okay, another short video from something that I found at the flea market, which I think it was interesting. Thank you again for watching. Bye bye.